swing. Glasses clink, hear the ice cubes sing. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. There's Troy laughing with his gin and a grin, telling stories about where he's been. Boomer's got whiskey, he's loosening his tie. Jacen dreams under a midday sky. The bartender knows us, he's mixing with flair. Every sip's a moment we're happy to share. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for the day. The clock don't matter, we're lost in the vibe. Jazz in the air, feel the soul come alive. From martinis to bourbon, we're riding the wave. Stealing this hour, it's the freedom we crave. The sun's still shining, but we're in our zone. This bar's our shelter, our temporary home. One more round before the world calls us back. Savor the moment, keep the blues in the rack. We'll laugh and we'll toast till the afternoon fades. Memories made in these liquid escapades. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun. Our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon. Chasing that jazz under the high noon.
Va salute and happy Friday! Welcome to the weekend. Oh, I'm loving it. I am loving it. We're through another week. Looking forward to the weekend. I think this is going to be a wonderful one. I know it's going to be wonderful because you all are here. Thank you for being here. So I want to start out by I don't want to wait. I want to make sure I honor RubyHoove's giftee. Thank you so much, Ruby. She has gifted a membership to Samuel Proctor, returning member. Thank you so much for bringing Samuel back into the fold. So glad. Whenever we have this opportunity to grow the community. Ruby says, have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend, everyone. You too, Ruby. Thank you so much for all your support. You are the sweetest, kindest, giftiest member of the community. Super, super appreciate you so much. Let's back up and say hi to everybody who's here. Starting with the love of my life, Netter of Netter's Network, who encourages you to be like RubyHoove. And like, share, subscribe, become a member, leave a comment, and give a giftie. And I'm not sure why I am having the lag that I am having. Wondering if you guys are getting like some weird sound or something, because I don't know what could possibly be eating up my bandwidth, but I am lagging like crazy. ussarn, welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Connie Cleary, Birdwoman of YouTube, and Fluff Chick Productions. Jonathan Conroy wants you to smash the like button and enjoy the show. I hope you do. I hope you do. Big Al, have a great show, my friends. Thank you so much, Big Al. Good to see you. Lynn Green, welcome. She says, is that laugh out loud or lots of love? I heard this morning Optimus Prime responded to death reports with RIP LOL. Wow. Yeah, I've heard that too, that people think it means lots of love and they use it that way, but predominantly people means laughing out loud. This is why the phrase, I'm doing it for the lulz, that's where that comes from. I'm doing it for the laughing out loud. So, yeah. And I did like this comment from Lynn. She said, you know, that song at 1.5 speed kind of slaps. I've never listened to it sped up before, so I'll have to go check that out. Wilkie's Movies and Music, welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Loving that beard that's coming in there. I guess you're growing it in for the season. I thought about doing that myself, actually, but I felt like I was talking to Netter about it, and I'm like, I wanted it, because I could grow in a beard, but it would like end here, you know, because, you know, that would look dumb. I did not think that would be, that would make a whole lot of sense, so I'm probably not going to end up doing that myself. We will be, I will be chauffeuring you all over to Wilkie's Movies and Music, of course, because today is Friday, and that's what we do on Friday. After we finish our liquid lunch, we go hang out with Wilkie's Movies and Music. Big L's recommending a Long Island iced tea. I could do that, and I should probably do a show talking about that as well. I don't think I've talked about the Long Island iced tea before and its history and so forth. Geek Flag with Nate Knows says, like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member, testify to your neighbors, tell them about Troy and all of his friends. Yes, that's how community is built. Please, please. Mark Melikoff says, Mech po, here I are. Yes, indeed you are. The casino is an IBA official cocktail made with gin, maraschino liqueur, orange bitters, and fresh lemon juice, all of which I have. Let me look this up real quick. Okay. The casino cocktail. Doesn't say much about it. Oh, looks like it's served in a martini glass. That does sound interesting. I may actually change my whole stream today just because of this suggestion. The casino cocktail. Let's take a look at this, guys. Let's take a look at this. This isn't where I was planning to go today, but nothing says I got to stick to my original plans, right? I was on a stream yesterday, and the host was getting all frazzled because he was planning to do a specific news piece about an announcement that didn't end up getting made yesterday. And I was like, so you just roll with it. You know, you say, look, this is what I was planning to talk about. I was going to talk about this game that was going to be announced today, and they did not do it. So I think that is a huge marketing fail, and we're going to talk about that company and their marketing fail now. That's how I would have spun it. Grow the beard and shave it to a point would look like a yeah, there you go. There's a Klingon saying, a beard is a symbol of courage. That's right. I used to know the translation for that. I think let's see, what is that? Bring that back down again. Open up my my Klingon phrases. Let's see. Departments, linguistics. Here we go. Here it is. Oh, it's the very first one. Beard is a symbol of courage. Toduj osh roll. Toduj osh roll. Beard is a symbol of courage. That's your daily Klingon for today. There you go. Bring that down again. Meant to add, since you had I knew immediately as soon as you brought it up that was your intent. Troy and Mark, I asked my AI for a phrase in Klingon to you and your house. Is this correct? There's something wrong in the spacing there on that. Mach BF, I don't know what that's doing. Pinat ku, there's got to be some spaces in there that are missing. Tuk ij. Again, I think there's got to be a space in there. When da see, okay, that's the other thing too. Those slashes mean these are just words without any grammatical context. I would not trust any AIs that exist right now to translate into Klingon. The best place to do that is and Mark, you could always drop the link. It's a whole ampush. It is a what's it called? It's a tool put out by the Klingon Language Institute. And RubyHoove, thank you for the $2. Says, iced tea, anyone? It's funny because someone was just mentioning Long Island iced tea a little while ago. I think in the next couple weeks I will absolutely be doing a story on Long Island iced tea. But then again, if you're talking about the non-alcoholic variety, I'll bet we have a lot of people having lunch today that are sipping on iced teas, particularly those south of the Mason-Dixon line. And here we have a bit of Latin. Let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Barba est symbolum fortividinis. I'm halfway to a translation on that, and I can't quite get it. That shows she gave it to me. It's what I'm drinking, Ruby. Oh, yep, Big Al. Big Al is drinking an iced tea. Well, let's talk about the casino. I did not know this is where we were going to be going. I thought we would be... I had something else entirely in mind. But I think I will absolutely be having a casino tonight. Let me go ahead and bring that up. Good call, Big Al. You are the man, so to speak. The man. Let's share this up here. The casino. This comes from Dilford's Guide. So this one is and I'm not going to be using Heyman's Old Tom. I'm definitely going to be using Bombay Sapphire. In fact, great little story. Just before we went live, I was grabbing my glass here and rearranging some stuff on the Canarble wagon, and Netter was cleaning up the area around it, and she's like, "Did you know And she starts pulling out these glass bottles. She said, there's a full bottle of Bombay Sapphire, and there was a bottle of, I think it was Smirnoff, and a bottle, that bottle, some of you might remember from my taste test video, of the Buddy's American vodka. I'm like, I did not know. I'm not going to need vodka for a while. I'm not going to need gin for a while. That's actually a really, really good thing. Glad to see that. You know how it is. Things get a little bit cluttered up, and you have things, stacked, and stuff ends up behind other stuff, I think I figured it out. Should it be like this? Pindak. See, I don't believe that A belongs there. There should be, if there is a vowel at the end of a word, it could be pinad. Pinad ku. Okay, that makes sense. Pinad ku. Tuk ilj. Okay, no vowels at the end of that. Winad ku je. Yes, that could actually be correct. Let me see if I can translate that back. Let's see here. I was just watching Viva Barnes. Let's see. Going to my whole ampush. Plug that in and see what it comes up with. Okay. So let's break this apart. Pinad ku. We praise you. Tuk ilj. Your tribe, your house, your ancestry. Winad ku. It looks like you may have an extra phrase in there. And I see. Okay, breaking the grammar down, it's what it's literally saying is we praise you and we praise your house. That's the way the grammar is coming out. So yeah, that would actually be pretty appropriate. That works. It's just a beard is a symbol of strength, though I forgot to use a V instead of a U in symbolum. Funnily enough, that was from Grok's AI. Seems Google Translate also translates to that. Yeah, I still don't trust the translation programs out there. And let's face it, I don't believe that a good, solid universal translator will exist until it's invented in the 22nd century by Ensign Sato. So, let's see. Ruby is saying that Hoove has a mustache always, but summer he shaves his head, starts growing it out about now. See, I envy anybody who's got the hair and can make that choice. My hair is so sparse it looks foolish on me. That's why I keep it shaved. Yes, if I were to grow my hair out, I would have that little bit of Picard hair, and I'm like, not worth it. And I don't think it. I'm not big on having a big full beard if I don't have a big full head of hair. So I just go with what I can. I just kind of go with that little bit of a Klingon look. And there is no literal Klingon translation for glory to you in your house. Like an official way of looking for it, I don't know. I'll look into it. Let's get to the let's get to the casino. So it's 1.5 ounces of gin, 2/3 ounce Luxardo maraschino liqueur, which you guys know I have. 1/3 of an ounce of lemon juice, freshly squeezed. 1/3 of an ounce orange juice, freshly squeezed. And a dash of Angostura bitters. You know I have that as well. So how do you prepare it? Select and pre-chill a Nick and Nora glass. Prepare garnish of Luxardo Maraschino cherry. You know I have that as well. Shake all ingredients with ice. Fine strain into chilled glass. Garnish with a maraschino cherry. I'm liking this drink. Thank you very much, Big Al. Yeah, that looks good. And I think I'm going to have to get some of those stainless steel skewers. I've been seeing a lot of people using them lately, and I really, really like. So I think I'm going to have to get some. Nate says he can't grow a full beard, even a decent-looking goatee. My facial hair grows in spots. I have a mustache a little under the chin and spots on my cheeks. Yeah, if you just get spotty, I would just take that off. That's what I do. I get the thin line here. I get a full line here, and I got this baldness in the middle of my cheeks. So when I do grow a beard, I keep the thin line and take it off of the... unless I wanted to grow it longer, it would be, I guess, the equivalent of a beard comb over. If I grew it out full enough, it would look okay. But I don't put in the time to grow it that long. So if I'm going to grow a beard, it's going to be that thinner, it just highlights my jawline. But anyway, everybody's different. So I will get to the history of this drink right after we do an abbreviated segment on the promos. Be right back on the other side of that.
You are watching Liquid Lunch, streaming every weekday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's sip together.
This week on Saturday Night at the Movies, Jackie Gleason befriends Nicole, the little daughter of a prostitute, in this poignant comedy, and shows his considerable talents as an actor without uttering a word as he plays the bumbling, kind-hearted janitor, G-Go, on Netter's Network Retro Cinema this Saturday night at 9 Central, 10 Eastern.
In a world where nearly all the entertainment is remakes, reboots, and rehashes of older properties, maybe it's worth it to get some commentary from people who experienced it all when it was novel and fresh. Catch Boomer and Pacelli on Geeky Geezers every Sunday night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
This week on Live from Sparkwood and 21, the Superfans will be presenting and discussing the second half of Dynamic 1. Featuring a thought-provoking hour of original footage previously only accessible from David Lynch's paid subscription website, giving us a glimpse of what was going on inside the creative mind of the indefatigable director. This anthology is composed of hand-picked short films, each with an introduction by Lynch, and a 20-minute segment with the director answering various questions from members of his website. Join us this Tuesday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on Deleted Scenes and Affiliates.
Belden crystals, the most powerful energy source in the galaxy, only found on the planet Mekron. One man alone supervises the mining there for the Federation, Belkov, the master game player. The temptation proved too much for Avon, and now, to stand a chance of surviving at all, Scorpio's crew must play along with Belkov's games. This Tuesday on Last Call Presents, Blake's 7 at 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern.
It's Thursday night, and Netter's Network talks to the streamers who have everybody talking. It's Thursday Things, Thursdays at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netter's Network.
We now return to our liquid lunch.
Okay, so let's get... I saw that, Nate. I'm not even going to bring that up. That is a joke. That is not ever actually meant to be made into a true mixed drink. I get the joke. It's kind of gross. But yeah, let's get back into this. So this recipe is a broad interpretation of Jacob A. Didier's 1909 original and the casino recipes that follow in Hugo R. Enslin's 1916 book and other subsequent tomes. Although a Didier merely specifies dashes of lemon juice, his recipe may not be so far removed from mine, of course, this being Dilford. The variant is the Aviation. I've heard of the Aviation and the Blue Moon. So until March of 2014, when Henry Duke, a fellow discerning drinker, made me aware that the casino first appeared in Jacob A. Didier's 1909 book, The Reminder, Up-to-Date Bartender's Vest Pocket Guide. Thanks, Henry. I and most other credited Hugo R. Enslin for debuting the recipe in the 1916 Recipes for Mixed Drinks, written when he was head bartender at New York City's Hotel Wallach, which stood at the corner of Broadway and 43rd Street. It would appear that Enslin copied Didier, as the recipes in both books are almost identical. So 2 dashes of maraschino, 2 dashes orange bitter, 2 dashes lemon juice, 1 drink of Tom gin, half glass of cracked ice, stir, strain, and serve with cherry. 2 dashes maraschino, 2 dashes orange bitters, 2 dashes lemons, 1 drink of Old Tom, stir well in a mixing glass with cracked ice, strain, serve with a cherry. If you are seeking a casino more in keeping with Didier and Enslin's recipe, try 40 Old Tom gin, 5 milliliter maraschino liqueur, 2.5 milliliter lemon juice, and 2 dashes orange bitters, stirred with ice and strained into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. Enslin's 1916 book is best known for being the first print reference to the Aviation cocktail, and his casino is essentially a stirred Aviation without creme de violette, but a lot more lemon juice. I'm liking the sound of this drink. I really am. Harry repeats Enslin's casino cocktail almost verbatim in his 1930 The Savoy Cocktail Book. Then in 1948, my hero, David Embury, published his version of the casino with orange juice in place of orange bitters. Tellingly, he instructs to follow directions for mixing the Aviation. Here again, it should be noted that at least one recipe book lists under the name of casino a quite different cocktail made with gin, whiskey, Cointreau, Slivovitz, and Italian vermouth. Cointreau and Italian vermouth. That sounds interesting. I'll have to look into that one as well for another time. So there you go. That does sound like what I am probably going to be having tonight on a last call tonight with Culture Casino. Yes. He's probably not going to be able to stay for the whole stream, but we'll get a nice little catch up with him and share a casino. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I know a lot of you are big fans. Take care, Ruby. Thanks so much for hanging out with us as long as you could. Really, really appreciate you. I strongly suspect that it may appear on menus. It is there as a joke. Nobody actually orders it for themselves. That's something you order for somebody as a joke. And when they drink it and they go, "What is this and what's in it?" you tell them what it is and what's in it. And the gears turn, and then you get the joke, and you're like, "Just bring me a martini," you know? But yeah, there you go. Originally, I was going to talk about the history of Kraken. I know we've talked about rum in general. I was thinking of making it a Kraken night, but now that Big Al has turned me on to this rather nifty sounding cocktail, the Casino, I think that's what I will be drinking tonight, which is why I am so glad I have my designated driver here tonight, because he may have to close down the stream for me. I will take it easy as long as culture is there. I will try to be as cultured and refined as possible. As soon as he's gone, I'm going to upend that glass, let me tell you. But, so yeah, I know I keep saying this, but I am going to work on putting together some sort of a promo, 20-second, weekly shot to promote Last Call. I really need to be promoting my flagship weekly show. I don't know why I don't. I'm just a weirdo that way. Let's see what else. Again, I do want to keep this a little shorter for a Friday because I do want to make sure that we get over to Wilkie's Movies and Music on time to begin the weekend. What else was I going to talk about? Make sure you check out last night's Netters Network. We were able to get I Am the 13th Child back. Still working on some sound issues over there, but much better than the previous time he was on. He was able to share one of his newest spooky stories, and you definitely want to check out his channel for more, especially this time of year. We'll have him back in October again, he and the Horror King, to talk about their new venture together. I think that's going to be very, very exciting. And speaking, by the way, of Aged Boomer, please make sure that you're subscribed to Aged Boomer. Make sure you just go out of your way, make it part of your daily routine to share out Aged Boomer's YouTube channel on your socials and tell your friends to subscribe to him. We need to get him another 150, 200 subscribers, okay, so that we can celebrate monetization for him as well. He is criminally undersubbed. He is part of the heart and soul of this channel and everything we do here, and he really deserves to be built up, and we have been very remiss in supporting him in that way. Supporting him the way Orville Nation supports all the channels in his sphere. PJ is absolutely good people. He's like a big brother to me in the YouTube sphere. He's been one of the voices behind great suggestions for the channel and pushing me to strive for more. And I cannot express my appreciation more. Obviously, Orville Nation, the channel is centered around the Orville and other such sci-fi shows, but make sure you check out PJ's other channel, Inspiration Television. That's Inspiration with a Z. Is the channel actually called Inspiration TV? It might be Inspiration TV. But very, very inspirational, spiritually uplifting message on that channel. And boy, do we need more of that in our lives, I'm telling you. And Nate's like, I thought that the 13th child story last night was all right. Well, each to his own, I suppose. But I don't know. I liked the artwork especially. But yeah, those kinds of stories kind of creep me out a bit. They really do. These were the stories we used to tell before there was creepypastas. Now creepypastas are all basically the same thing, I suppose. But yeah. So guys, anything else? Any big plans for the weekend? What are you all gonna be sipping on tonight going into the weekend? Whether or not it's an adult beverage is entirely up to you, of course. Feel no pressure from me. I respect everybody's life choices. We all, one size does not fit all. Ever, ever, ever. Always question when someone says one size fits all. Nope. In fact, I've even started seeing on some garments and whatnot saying one size fits most. I'm like, oh, you might even be stretching it, pun intended, to say most. Gatorade tonight. Gatorade mixes well with vodka. Just saying. Pumpkinhead on Films with Friends tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on Big Al Presents Films with Friends. Make sure you check that out tonight. We are absolutely rip-roaring into spooky season. I've been writing scripts for an actor's class. I seem to have been taken under the wing of a local director that teaches this class. That's really great. Take advantage of that. The wisdom of a mentor is always a good thing. I respect Life Day for everybody. Yes, exactly. We'll talk more about Life Day when we get into November. And the Star Wars Holiday Special. You guys know every year I do a watch party of the Star Wars Holiday Special, usually favoring the Thank the Maker edit, something of a special edition of the Star Wars Holiday Special. A little bit more fun, a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit more truncated. In fact, this year, who knows? Maybe I'll do a poll starting at the beginning of November and leave it up and let people tell me which version of the holiday special they'd like to watch on my channel. Could be fun. I definitely do recommend drinking copious amounts of adult beverage as you watch it. It does make it that much more entertaining, especially when Princess Leia comes around the desk to talk to Mala on the vid phone, and she stumbles because she's obviously been imbibing herself. One of the scripts is a prelude to my novella I'm still editing with a twist. It's like a Disney villain song, something Disney hasn't done a good one since Tangled. Well, that's because they've lost track of what a villain is and what their relationship to heroes are. They don't understand the hero-villain dichotomy anymore. They're trying to blur those lines. It's called moral relativism, and it's absolutely insidious. It really is. But I think I'm going to keep it short tonight, folks. I am going to. But first I do want to say hi to Joe's Atmosphere, who dropped by to do a drive-by, like, and share, lurking while prepping my comic art show. Hail, hail, hail. Joe's Atmosphere, great artist, good guy, loves his comics, loves his sports balls, and I appreciate that, even though it's not my thing. And make sure you check out his channel as well. Did you guys know that Scar's song, Be Prepared, was an alternate opening line in the soundtrack compared to the film. I did not know that. That's very good. The villains are the good guys now. Yeah, that's absolutely true. That's how they're trying to do it. Or at least, well, you can't blame them for the way they are because this happened to them and that happened to them. So you can't really blame them for it. And they're making excuses for villainy. They really are. Which shouldn't be surprising when you see what people are celebrating on TikTok and whatnot. Just, Master, biggest problem with Hollywood, none of them know what a villain is because they identify with everything a logical, rational person would consider villainy. Inversion as a virtue. Yeah, exactly. So there you go, guys. That is all I had for today. Just as you know, Fridays are just to celebrate the fact that, let's face it, the next 4 hours is just running down the clock until the weekend starts. So, well, that's not entirely true because at least another hour of that is going to be over on Wilkie's Movies and Music. So let's go hang out with him. And let's look forward to a wonderful weekend. This is kind of, for most people, it's the last weekend of summer. That's why our Monday members night at the movie is going to be baseball focused. It's the end of the baseball season. I like the Thanos and high evolutionary types. They think they're saving lives when we all know they're nuts. Yeah, exactly right. And unfortunately, I'm starting to see more and more people posting on social media exactly those same kinds of psychotic takes. This whole belief in overpopulation, so let's depopulate the world as much as possible. Yeah, that's friggin' brilliant. It is a way of bringing about world peace if you eliminate the human race. But, I don't know. For some of you, my week is just beginning, and it's going to be long. Yeah, you're going to have a 6-day week ahead of you. I know it, my friend. So take your celebrations when you can and where you can. Looking forward to, at least in my part of the country, the green turning to shades of yellow and brown and orange and red, and the weather getting just a little bit cooler, a little bit more comfortable. Definitely looking forward to it. Malthus is outdated, especially after the Industrial Revolution. The population bomb only comes true in pre-industrial societies. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to that post-scarcity. But until it exists, you know. And here's the other thing, and I've pointed this out to friends who are more left-leaning so-called progressives when they talk about how overpopulated they are. I'm like, you haven't really gotten out of the city, have you? Because there is a lot of undeveloped land out there. We have potentially thousands of years before we turn this planet into the Coruscant of Star Wars. For those of you that don't know why I bring up Coruscant, it's a world that is one whole city. There is no surface on Coruscant that isn't paved over with, developed buildings and streets and so forth. It's all one big city. Get out of the city. Whatever city you live in, point your car away from it and drive for an hour and a half. You'll see all these beautiful suburbs with lots of lawns and trees. Drive for another hour and a half, and you'll start to see farmland as far as the eye can see. And in large segments of this country, there isn't even farmland. It's just woods and forests and in some cases deserts, where there are no people. So, yeah, we are not nearly as overcrowded as you believe you are. There's plenty of room to spread out. Feel free to do it, In the South, the drought is about to become monsoon season. Yeah, when it rains, it pours, right? Exactly. We haven't done this in a long time, but my wife and I used to take a drive around the hills of Virginia. See all the different trees change color. It's quite beautiful. Aromatic. Yeah, go do that. There is nothing you could do that is more spiritually uplifting than doing that. Just going out, getting out into nature, especially at this time of year. It's beautiful. She got pregnant with her. You did that as a secretary. No, there you go. That's what we did that, and she got pregnant with her second son. Yeah, there you go. Yes, it could be very romantic. Absolutely. There used to be, I don't know if there still are, but there were these great little resort communities around the lakes in Wisconsin. Netter and I went there a couple of times to one. Delavan, Wisconsin, I believe it is. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the resort, but there we had a steampunk outing there a couple times, and getting there in autumn or even in winter, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I loved it. Go visit a pumpkin patch. Netter and I could literally walk to one. There is one just the next busy street south of us, where the fire department is. Right next to it, there's this farm and pumpkin patch. Our Klingon group years ago used to do an event there. Haven't done that a long time. But anyway, there you go, guys. 'Tis the season. And 'tis the time for us to wrap up our liquid lunch today and chauffeur on over to Wilkie's Movies and Music. So, guys, go over there, say hi to Corey for me. Let's do a little raid on him and encourage him for the weekend. And then don't forget to come back here this evening, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, and say hi to Culture Casino. Make me look like a big shot with the big YouTuber on my channel. But I'd really appreciate that. You guys are wonderful. You make my weekend. You really do. So, guys, you take care. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Wilkie's Movies and Music right now. Take care.
Goodbye. Hope to see you again real soon.
Here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun, our liquid lunch till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon, chasing that jazz under the high